Alright guys, we're back, part 2. I've made some changes in the meantime, since last. I've refined the face a bit more detail. I've given the eye socket, whoops, this shouldn't be like that. The eye socket a bit more of a socket, a bit meaner. Given the eye a little, just change this focus. A little thing to put the eye in. And I made this bigger, longer, and used the move brush to drag it underneath the cheek socket bone and drag that up there, give it some interest. And just to really clean things up a bit. Like there was a spike sticking out here from this part, which ultimately didn't work for me. Right, let's see what else we can do. It's funny, normally it's like very straightforward, but this guy I've been struggling a little bit here and there. I'm not sure why. I mean, I shouldn't. It should be a easy goal. But sometimes that's just the way it is. I almost sang that song. Which I quite like, actually. You know, the old classic, two-pack. Right, I think I want to focus on... Let's focus a bit more on the eye. So normally I'd be looking at reference, and I do usually do that, but right now I'm just gonna make things up. But you should never really do what I'm doing now, i.e. not looking at reference, because looking at reference will always make your work much better. Even if it's fantasy, it'll just turn out way better if you look at real world things that are similar, or it doesn't even have to be similar, to inspire you within whatever you're working. But right now, I just don't feel like it. Alright, so I like how the sockets now got more personality. Don't auto-save that. Do not do that. Let's move this out a bit, see what happens. Yeah, why not? Well, maybe a bit much, isn't it? Yeah. Go back a bit. I wonder if it'll help if I... Let's color these in a bit. And maybe that socket. Teeth. I used to distinguish them a bit more. Yeah, why not? We make the eye. Let's make it. I don't know. Toy plastic is alright. Where is that? Am I blind? There it is. Some material as well. Yeah. Works for me. Okay. Save. I'll probably move to adding broad scale details now and then do finer detailing manually. Excuse me, take a sip of some lovely hot drink. It is winter down here in the southern hemisphere. And a cozy one at that. Here in Cape Town, South Africa. Most excellent place, I must say. So I'm probably, yeah. This is a high frequency, but strong lines and noise there. I'm not sure if I have that same elements down the side of his body here or not. Let's see. Something tells me it'll be just too much. But yeah, let's load up the scales brush. And just do some broad strokes and see what would be cool, what wouldn't. I don't know. I haven't used these guys in a while. Let's see what happens. It may just be with the ticket out of here. Actually, I'm trying to... Okay. This may actually be my ticket. The first one lucky, huh? because I do like that. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna go with it. Because I have been struggling earlier with the previous video I recorded and I scrapped, to be honest. And I was just like, I tried and they just didn't work for me for this guy. But this is probably gonna work for me. Now, it's very regular, that's no problem. And we've got some noise, but that doesn't bother me at the moment. That is why with this pack, you've got the cluster and then the single version. Whoops, sometimes Zbrush doesn't want to switch over. There we go. So now we can come in here and break it up, you know, let's see if that does. No, it's not working in this case. So, let's create spots, clean spots where we want to break it up. Okay. Let's use a different but similar spike. Let's try this one. Seems to work well just going over them. And then use another different one. Actually I want a bit more of a hook. Here we go. It hasn't switched over. This is nothing to do with the pack, it's Zbrush being a prick. There we go. Now I want that one. That bug has been there for 10,000 years and they still haven't. It's okay. I'm not going to complain about a first world problem. Not now. It's alright. I'll live. Let's just polish them out. Okay. I should subdivide because I'm only at 1.5 million, so I should go to 6 really for this kind of detail. And let's do it. Control D. Then we go to 5 or 6 essentially. And get more resolution out of these fuckers. Yeah, it's gonna work for me. Why the hell not? Oh, where are these big scales? I added them off camera, off record I mean. Let me split them off. Oh, hang on, I won't be able to split. I will, okay, never mind. Split hidden. They actually look cooler. I'll turn them off. Whoops, wrong thing. Split at the top. So this is the smaller horns, but I actually like this more. Choices. Small ones look so lame now compared. Let's go with the big one. Let's do it. The big one is spoken. Press C to hover over that to get the color. Fill and then there. Yeah, this guy also needs to be filled a bit. Too dark. There we go. Okay. Do we really want to do that? I mean, they're both cool. This one was from my horns pack, modified a bit though. Let's do the old spray and pray trick with, well, it's not really a trick, just like give it some texture. Oh, I have to dynamish this first actually to give it some texture noise. Let's fix the mesh. Dynamish. Yeah. Or we can use, let's use some surface noise to get some interest going there. So I'm going to store a morph target on these horns. That means if you add detail there and then you get the morph brush, you can just easily, well, let's turn off color, easily get it back to where it was where you stored your morph target. It's awesome. Very, very cool. Okay, store the morph target, and now let's go to surface to just get some general noise all over the thing. Noise, frame, mix basic noise, I don't want any color. 0. No, I don't want to load noise. Let's open the noise plugin with some. Here we go. Some perler noise is generic. Irregular noise I really like using. Let's add up strength. Let's not mix any basic noise so we can see what it's doing. Okay, that's perler noise. Let's exaggerate it so we can see what it is. Plug in scale. Let's make it smaller. Yeah, it's a bit small. Maybe let's go a bit bigger. And let's play around with this. Love playing around with noise. That's a cool way to quickly get texture going. Pretty cool. So let's do that. Just in the middle. So that's just live. You have to apply to the mesh for it to work. But it's always a little bit less than what you thought. So let's apply to the mesh and do the noise again, and then you can apply to the mesh again. But I want to make it, let's reset this. And let's make the scale smaller. And just see what happens. Okay. Apply to mesh. And now we can come in with the edge polish. Why is it polishing so extremely? Interesting. Let's use the morph brush. See what happens. And the edges. I could have masked this out as well, but 10 billion ways to skin a cat in Zbrush. So we're removing the noise in certain spots, so it's not just an unrecognizable noisy blob. Whoa. Okay, let's try planar. I love using planar, so I'm gonna mask off this and that. This. That'll do. Maybe that and that. And so I'm just tapping with a planar brush. Ooh, that's not working for me. Or we can use smooth peaks, but that makes it too soft. Or polish. It's not really working for me now, but I'm gonna use planar. Tap, 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 tap. Roughly, you know, adding some interest and so on. No, why did I do that? Let's go back to damn standard. Very strong at the moment. I don't know why. Okay, I needed to alt-tab. Yeah, all the strokes I applied were at max velocity. Sometimes Zbrush has that bug, so no wonder. Smooth polish will work fine now. There we go. The brush was bugged. I thought things felt bizarre. A lot of bugs, eh? A lot of fucking bugs. This is what I expected behavior. course, one should use VMs for these in production to speed it up, but right now I'm just having fun. Ah. Pinch that in. Just chip this away a bit. Whoops. Pinch this in. Pinch is great to clean edges like this. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to the skin. I got distracted there. I'm not happy with the work I did there. Alright, that'll do for now. Oh. Get back to this. Let's stick with what we should stick with. Right, so let's try out these guys that are similar to those, but they're more irregular. They're cool. A bit bigger here. Let's just use this bloody thing. I'm probably gonna see that anyway, so I'm wasting my time. Yeah, man. There we go. Yeah. So let's experiment a bit. Just draw a lot of these out. Make them bigger. Yeah, let's go with that. Now let's reduce the intensity as we get closer to these softer areas of the mouth. Reduce it even more. Intensify it again over here. Yeah, it's working for me. Doing that by hand, we've got a pain in the ass. Not a fun one, I tell you that. I mean, it was done by hand once, hence the VDM, but once is enough. Let me tell you that. Yep, let's break it up here and there with a... Let's get back to... How does this one go? Reduce the intensity. Make it a little bit different, but we could have stuck with that initial one. Although variety does make it look better, usually. Get rid of that mask. I want them here to really fade out. So let's just go back to where this way, guy, and a bit stronger. Yeah, seems about right. Get rid of the mask. Well, Control H is show and hide the mask. And I'm getting rid of it. Yeah, it works for me. I'm gonna see that anyway, but hey. So I want it stronger here. Let me undo those two. So it's meter. And then let's just reduce it a bit. Okay, reduce the intensity. Yeah. Bring that up in a... No, that's shite. Bring that up in a bit. Intensify it a bit more. Yeah. So this horn, there was something over here which I've lost that the other horn accentuated. That stuff. I kind of like that, but I don't know if it's a good idea. This is cleaner. Choices, huh? Let's see the old. This is nice too. And then, whoopsie. I would like this blank area, or this hole, to be 1/3 of this whole area. Rule of thirds. I like using that as much as I can. It just makes things better, to my eye at least. We should go back to this guy, shouldn't we? Yep, now I know. This is the one. The other one felt a bit off. So here we go. Choice has been made. Let's focus here. Don't autosave. Use the VDMs again. Same one. Why not? It's been working well. Let's reduce the intensity. Even more. A lot more. And small. I think now may be the time to... use a slightly different one. That's kind of cute. Over here. Probably not the best idea, but I gotta try it. One of these fine ones. I like using them a lot. This one. No, it's a silly idea. So stick with the program, man. Stick with the fucking program. I'm gonna quickly test a few things. Nah, noisy, annoying, distracting. Okay, interesting. So this is the one we gotta use. This one with less intensity over here, and this will work just fine, and as small as we can. Yeah, and then we can accentuate it with larger spikes. Yep, and let's intensify them as well, even more. So I'm gonna clean, whoops, like the clay brush normal again, and just give myself some clean surface here to work with. This is all wobbly. Why? Oh, because this horn is behind it. Even though it's a separate subtool, sort of affects how the clay brush works, which is, I wish it didn't. But hey, it's no big deal. Yeah, spiky, McAngry. I think now is a good time to save. Save as Zbrush 2022.0.8, and it gives me a time to take a sip of my hot chocolate. Very good. See, this is why I don't want to do these lines earlier, because when you apply VDMs, they disappear. So it's best to first apply these skin details and then do accenting lines and standard brush stuff like this. You'll save yourself a lot of time, except instead of doing it the other way around, as I often did. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I did the scale VDMs first and then started doing manual, like specific lines and so on. This guy is either very, very angry or hostile, or he just looks like that. Some animals in the animal kingdom just look angry by default, don't they? I watched a very amusing YouTube video last night before bed. 5 animals that don't give a shit. And of course, the number one is the honey badger. He just wants to fight it. Well, just fights everything and doesn't give a shit. Does whatever it wants. I love them. And I will stay very, very far away from them. Mongoose as well. They don't give a shit. There was a surprise animal on that list, the capybara. They're not, it's the only one that wasn't a hunter. But they seemingly don't give a shit. They just kind of stand around with crocodiles, kind of chilling, not really. Even though they are prey, they're like, whatever, just chilling. And hence, I only understand the capybara meme now. I didn't know it was because they're so. I guess they're not actually chill, they're probably just moronic. But there's something endearing about that. Why is my standard brush doing that? Okay. I just want to soften this. I'm going to smooth this out with smooth cloth, or just normal smooth, doesn't really matter. Get rid of that noise. Okay. Cool. Let's add some. This belly or neck. Let's work on that. Definitely. Earlier I did some tests actually, and I thought this one looked pretty cool with it. Oh shit, did I not do the other side? I didn't. Well, mirror and well. Cool. Alright. Over there. Pretty cool, but I think it's maybe too big, so I'm gonna have 2 rows next to each other. See how that looks? Yeah, that's better. For my liking, at least. Let's get rid of these. Just using clay fill, SK clay fill, by the way, is what I'm using now. You can get it for free on ArtStation. Just Google SK underscore clay fill. Excellent for just cleaning stuff up like here. It's not the same as smooth, because smooth will do that. It'll take a while. Even super smooth will take a while. But SK clay fill, it goes to the lowest point in this topology and rises it up to the highest point. Sort of. It's super cool to quickly clean up stuff. So SK, whoever you are, thank you very much. I use that all the time. Okay. And now we can do solo. I think, yeah, let's try it out. That's too much of a space between those two. I'll bring this in a bit. Let's turn off perspective. I'm gonna soften this because I like the. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely. Let's see if SK Clayfill does a beautiful job. Look at that. Just to bring this in, because I don't like it's suddenly stopping there, and I don't want it to go all the way. Play brush. Okay. Okay, that's better. Let's see. I like that better. So I'm not sure if I want to make this part bony like that or not. We could. Noisy, huh? Easy. Let's just polish that out. Let's give it a nice line there. Yeah. Accentuate some ambient occlusion rendering. If you don't know what that is, render preview AO. The default is 50, which is way too strong, you know, unless you like a stylized AO, but I like putting it at about very low, 13, just a little bit of a punch. But I don't sculpt with it because I don't want the renderer in any way in the viewport accentuating things in a way that's not actually in the, or possibly not in the sculpt. I mean, you can, I prefer to not work with that on. I mean, usually I work with basic material, put to a low, like a set grayish tone. But right now, my friend Timon, or Delas is known on ArtStation, excellent character artist, gave it to me, and he got it from Ben Ert. Very cool, smart material, this one. Do like it a lot. Okay, a little bit of accentuate there. So I wanna lower the strength of damn standards a little bit strong. Just tone it down a little bit. And let's break up this line. Now I like to go in with damn standard and, you know, create a bit more interest. Sometimes not too much. I mean, this guy's actually looking all right with just uniform, somewhat uniform scales. That doesn't bother me, like it often would. But with this guy, it's kind of working for me. Not kinda, it is. People, including myself, use kinda way too much in life. We should all make a collective effort, and I'm sure we can do it, to kinda say kinda less. You know, you kinda know what I mean? I hope you kinda do. Sorry about that. Alright, this bulge here is too much. Kinda. Okay, that was the last one. I kinda think. Okay, I'm sorry. Fuck, that was childish. I won't say kinda again. Apart from that time. Alright, I dig that. That looks cool. Somewhat of an island of noise here on its own. A flowing island of noise. Let's see what happens if we do that. Yeah, I like it. So we've come a long way. Initially, this guy I struggled with. Sometimes these kind of sculpts are so easy and it just flows, and then sometimes it's like back and forth and undoing, and that's just the nature of being an artist, a creative, I suppose. You can't all. Whoa, why is that? Oh, that's why. You can't always just be happy, clappy, everything's going according to your plans in your head. This small pocket here all of a sudden, and then that frequency is a bit weird for me. It's a little bit weird. Let's see if we can do something about it. Lots of little babies here, baby spikes. I should have just deleted that or smoothed it out and reapplied a VDM, but I can still do that, and I will. Here, look. Or rather, clay fill. Look how beautifully it cleans that up without too much effort, and doesn't raise it too much, the surface either. So let's just use that VDM. Let's mask off this little bit. Zoom out. Yeah, it'll do, and then I can fill that gap in with this spike for a change. And again, it's refusing to choose that spike. There we go. Do we see that? Yeah, we do. So let's work on this a bit. So you might have noticed I do jump around a lot. Like I've been working on the scales on the skin, and now I'm jumping to this, and it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, let's give these a lot more love. Okay. We want this to come over? Why the hell not? Go on over, man. Okay. And then let's have a little... Only now am I relaxed into this design. Huh. Yeah, this is like the third time, I won't lie, that I've recorded. The other two I deleted because I did some tests which just really didn't work out. And yeah, I'd rather just start over than wasting your time. I like that. Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, let's let these flow a bit better. I think this could possibly, just see, or up. Let's see what happens if we do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Extra layer of plating, skinning, scaling. Just pinch that in, inflate that a little bit, pinch. Yeah, I dig that. Or do I? Ah, shit. We'll zoom out. Yeah, why not? Well, I would like no gap there. Whoa, it's way too strong to work with. That's better. What's going on here then? Noisy, huh? Let's clean that up. Just smooth that out. Inflate that. Okay. And let's see what happens if we use a bit of planer. Tap, tap, tap. I don't want RGB, man. deflate. I mean, pinch again. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't like what's happening here all of a sudden. There, that'll do. Should probably merge it with these guys. Alrighty, so what is going on? Zbrush is behaving a little bit funny there. Add some, let's embed these. Standard brush, just a little edge there to make it look more appealing. Yeah. Catch the light. What am I doing? That looks like shite. Alright. These. I'm gonna save. I haven't saved in a while, and I keep letting the autosave die. Let's fill this bit in, this blank bit. I'm gonna use the same one, just smaller. This one. Okay, and then let's get rid of that. Might as well do that. It's even big. Hey, maybe I could do that. Let's try a few things. I think I'm actually going to do them big, or do them like that and smooth these out, or no, that looks like crap. Let's try one of the finer ones. Yeah, that one. I just want to get the right direction. Okay. This line here is awful. It's so obvious, this line. And then there's another one there. Why did I do that? Well. That's just the way it goes. I'm gonna go with that. It's actually cool that it's clean there, yeah. Less is very, very often more. I want to get rid of that line, purely because it was irritating me. No other reason. Let's turn perspective back on. Okay, I think we got a okay balance now of scales, non-scales. So this is a little bit too blank, so I'm gonna make this really subtle, like so. There we go. Just fill that in, even though we can't see it. It's just for my own sanity. I'm gonna fill this in. Only reason. Even though there's a horn in the way. Maybe that horn gets removed. Who knows? Who knows such things? No one. Not even I. Well, that sounds very arrogant. I mean, I don't know either. Why would I know? Well, I suppose I'm the one holding the brush, but I don't know. I don't know much. I don't know shit. The older I get, the more I realize how much I have no clue about. And that's alright. Doesn't bother me. The more you know, huh? Okay, let's accentuate with standard brush. I don't know if I'm going to do full-on hardcore all the detailing, you know, because there's a lot still to do. Purely because of time, yeah. Too much. Smooth that out. I'm really bothered by something here now. What is bothering me in this area? It's bothering me greatly. Like so. That's alright. Smooth that out. I think that's what's bothering me. I think I need to make these segments more obvious. Yeah, that's what's bothering me. Yep, that is. Yes, that also was bothering me. There we go. Now I'm 7.34% happier. No, way happier than that. I would say 75.84% happier. At least. Yes. Yes, that works. There's two parallel lines here. No. Absolute no. Oh man. Too much. Okay, let's have to try. There we go. No. Just stay there. So I'll test this inflate quickly. Nah. Let's stay like that. See something. No. Okay, let's add some veins. I'm going to load my skin details brush. It's not ready to be released because it's a mess. There's only like 4, 5 or 6 of these I actually use. Maybe 7 of this. Just load it into here. 64, I probably only use a handful. There's a lot of crap here. I like stuff like this. Obviously not going to use that now, but I do need to sort that one out. So I want, what was it? Veins. There's a strong veins one and a lesser veins. Very useful. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Insta veins. And then let's add softer ones, which is this one. There's hints of it. No. I want to use the hardcore, the sharper one again. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to do, don't panic. Everyone calm down. There shouldn't be veins over scales, I know. But I don't care. I don't give a shit. Don't save. I do care. But right now, yeah, I should care because it looks like crap. I should care. That reminds me of a very funny band. The initials are AC. I don't really listen to them, but they have the funniest song titles. The first 2 letters start with AN, 4 letters. So I can't say either word on YouTube. Their name is so offensive. And the second word in their name is also a 4-letter word, starts with C. It's the C word. The first word is AN and 2 more letters, and the second word is the C word, and that's the band's name. And the singers died some years back. They had utterly offensive song titles, but it was obviously meant to offend everyone and not actual targeted malice at any specific group of people or anything. It was just ridiculous names. But my favorites were these, was the Picnic album, and it had song titles like You Own a Shop, You Have Goals. But I think Safe Putnam meant it mockingly. And that always stuck with me. Always makes me chuckle. That those would be considered insults, like you have goals. You own a shop. Although I don't think that was meant to be insults. That was a Picnic album, so it was meant to be like wholesome stuff. Yeah. Not something I would listen to, but amusing. Anyway, let's move on. Not the best. We could do with more. Let's see what happens if we have more separation here. Kind of like, yes, I'm definitely going to do that. Let's go with a standard brush, but it's a bit strong, a little bit less strong, and chuck it in there. And so we bridge divide. I'm gonna break this up as well. This is all mushy, isn't it? Let's fix that. What the hell is that? That should be smooth. I still haven't looked up what this bit is called in lizards and dinosaurs and reptiles. I should do that. No, yeah, I should, because it will make it easier for me to describe to other people what I'm working on if I need to do that and there's no visuals. Although, why would that ever be the case? I can't see I'd wind up in a position where I'm talking to someone about that part of a lizard. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll wind up in a scenario where if I don't know that, my life will be ended. That's like if you can't say to... Yeah, never mind. This looks so lumpy and fucking wank. I need to fix it. I mean, I should just... We could detail this forever and ever, but I suppose I could just go on to start texturing it in Substance Painter. I don't know if people want another texturing video. Happy to do one, because it is fun. Texturing just this head. Do like a quick Z3 mesh copy of these meshes, bake it down, and so on. Well, let's get some more variation going here. This is too uniform. That may or may not work. Yeah, it's alright. No, I don't like it. Get rid of it. Well, yeah, keep it, but then I have to... Let's try out the skin details. Let's try this fucker, but less intensity. It's going the wrong way. No. Let's try this one. See if it can help us out. Nah. Try this one. This one may be helpful. Yeah, let's use it a bit. Okay, here we can certainly come in and sharpen things up, I think. Last time I did that, I hated it. That works better. Yeah, it's cleaner. Let's work on this stuff. Let's sharpen things up, make it finer. Already a lot better just because of that. Cause yeah, that was what was bothering me. It was like this lumpy curve. Lumpy curves suck. Usually they don't work out well. Don't be lumpy. Hey man, there goes Bernard. He's all lumpy. Like, don't be lumpy. Let's break these skin details up a bit here with these guys. No, see how this guy works. Yeah, why not? And here, I would like, I'm not sure. I like using these guys sometimes. Full intensity though. No. Much noise. I hate that. I get rid of all of it. Can't stand it. Yeah, too much noise. The delicate balance of detail, noise, and so on. Okay, so I'm gonna go in very high strength. Soften it up here and there. You've got this clipping there. That looks terrible. I'm gonna do the old clay build-up spray with standard square alpha, low. A bit higher strength. Easy detail sometimes. Doing that bug again. Go to the light box. Undo. Okay. Bugs galore. Why doing that? I meant to do. That was the older one. Yeah, definitely prefer the large one. Glad I made that choice. No, all of that was just not at all what I should have done. Yeah, that's better. Alright, I think I may leave it here for now, and then I'll make a third video where I will want to bake and texture this head. I think that could be fun. I haven't done that in a while. that's too much noise. That's alright. Alright, let's standard brush in here just to give us some, and damn standard, and standard, just to give this area some interest. This is too clean for me. We need more spikes here, I think. Yes, we do. And this line needs to be broken up, this line. It's too perfect. That's very easy to do. Break it up. And I want a line here, a fairly strong one, I think. Yeah, me too. Why, you ask? Because my gut said so. Only reason. And to accentuate the jawline, I suppose. Maybe a bit too much. Okay, yeah. Let's see what that does. Nah. Let that go. Yeah, I like that. Testing the waters for that kind of thing here. No. Yeah, let's do that. There's a hell of a lot more detail than we can do here. Let's do a little bit. Just get rid of this crap. Oh, this looks awful. Okay, let's do some. Yeah, that helps a lot. do want more of them here and there. Smaller here. Yeah. A bit more variation. Yeah, it works for me. I think here in this corner as well, a little island of noise. A little bit over here. Yeah. There's something like a quick harsh line there. Yeah, so that is what I need here. Something of that kind, I think. So I would like more separation here, because it is bothering me. Too strong to work with. Now it's too weak. Yeah, I like that change. Got a bit of noise here. It's better. Yeah, that works for me. So it seems I have to be bolder with my lines with this guy. He's asking for bolder lines, and I will give it to him. I will give him or her what he or she wants. It's like a guy though. I go with the eyes. Okay. Bit more elegant dip there. So that was the problem. Too much noise on these little bulges, which made them less distinguishable from the bits below them. That was my mistake earlier. I now realize. Way better. Way better. Okay. My satisfaction with this has gone up by, I'd say, 13.87%. And my one cat, Moofy, has just come to sit beside me. I would say my satisfaction has now gone up 3,000%. My little girl, Moofy. Yes, she has a very stupid name. On purpose. Because it makes me chuckle. Who doesn't like chocolate? Okay, this is way better. Man, sometimes the solution is screaming at you, staring you in the face, but you can't see it. Like I couldn't see it now for the last, how long is this video? I have no idea. Hour or so. But now we are getting somewhere. Wow. I'm not normally this slow in realizing what I need to do, but sometimes I am. As I've just demonstrated. There we go. I think this calls for celebration. Later I shall open a wine. A white wine. Dry. That's all I really care about. I mean, when it comes to a wine. It's to be dry. Red's good too, actually. But a bit heavy, usually. Okay, I like what's going on there. Too much of a separation here. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Mufi, what you looking at? Hmm? What you looking at, girl? Okay. Okay, now I'm going overboard. See, now I'm going the other way. So let's clean that up a bit. Just a little bit of edge polish to a little bit too much noise here by the teeth. There, just to that should be pinched in, I believe. Will look better. Yes, yes. Okay, let's work on this thing that begins with an L, I think. Got the name. Let's make it all. Usually I leave it quite clean, as I usually are when you look at crocodiles and so on, but let's make it more noisy this time. Too sharp, those lines. Let's get rid of that. Bad idea. I kind of wish I had this bit separate now. And I would have used dynamic to play around with it. Well, I could cut it out, but I'm not gonna. Dynamic is fun to experiment with in Zbrush. Okay, I'm not gonna work too much longer. It's probably not a really long video with a lot of meandering by me, and I apologize for that. This one wasn't as straightforward because I didn't use reference. If I used reference, it would have been way quicker. So now I've shown you firsthand, or sort of, why you should always use reference and don't do what I just did. Your work will be way quicker. And it will look better. I'm going to stop here. I'm happy with him for now. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.